It is 12 o'clock in this afternoon. It has emerged during a local court hearing that more and more students are turning to the sex trade to fund their way through university. Also, a heartbroken pensioner was targeted by thieves who raided her award-winning garden, taking a number of valuable ornaments. And finally, a local voluntary group are rewarded for their hard work. Good afternoon, my name is Kevin Montana. Our main story tonight. A local court hears how a woman earns £2,000 a week in a brothel within the centre of town to fund her university degree. The woman, who can't be named for legal reasons, is a key witness in a case against two Scottish men who are charged with running a major vice ring in the city. This case has brought attention to the increasing number of students turning to working in the sex industry to pay for rising tuition fees. Here is Nicole Anderson with the report.
On average, students reach £8,000 of debt by their third year of studies, with 3 to 4% of students turning to this line of work just to earn extra cash.
I started working part-time to help me fund my course. To be honest, I really wasn't sure at first what exactly it was I was getting myself into. But at the moment, with the recession, finding a job can be quite tasking, so that's why I turned to this profession.
The witness is a medical student studying at a local university. She says that more and more students are turning to this line of work to help fund their studies. Her statement has been backed up by the University of West of Scotland, which suggests that there's been a 50% increase in the past 10 years.
Last week, I earned £2,000. On a quiet week, you can earn £500 to £700. I wouldn't be at college if I wasn't escorting, as I wouldn't have the money to do it.
This has become a rising problem throughout Scotland and its universities, as students are finding other routes to achieve the amount of money needed to complete their degree. Leading health and care experts are blaming the changes in the grant system for the cash-strapped students turning to prostitution. It's been Nicole Anderson reporting for Paisley News.
Locals are calling on education and welfare authorities to acknowledge the problem of increased costs, with students turning to drastic measures and forcing them into the sex trade. The two men are being charged with trafficking, controlling prostitution for gain, brothel keeping and converting criminal property. The case is due to continue in the Sheriff Court. In other news, a heartbroken pensioner was last night targeted by miserable thieves who raided her award-winning garden on Rowan Street. 70-year-old Sylvia Murray has won over 35 awards in her lifetime, including 3 National Gardening Awards and 5 prestigious Gardener Crusader Awards. A number of valuable ornaments were stolen from Mrs Murray's colourful garden under the cover of darkness, with several flower pots also being trashed by the cold-hearted crooks. Now the tired pensioner has resorted to bringing dozens of her keepsakes, including a number of garden gnomes, into her home every night in case the robbers decide to come back. Sylvia, who has resided in Paisley her entire life, had this to say.
I am so angry about my special little gnome. It has disappeared from my garden and I don't know where it is and I cannot afford to buy another.
Collecting the various statuettes has been Sylvia's hobby for 25 years and helped her to win Renfrewshire Council's Best Kept Garden competition 7 consecutive times between 2004 and 2010. Most of the ornaments which were stolen are 18 inches high. Among them is Sylvia's prize garden gnome, which she was given by her late husband on their wedding day as a gag present.
As this happened while I was asleep, and I looked out my window in the morning and my special gnome had gone, plus every other one, and I'm so upset that I'm going to the police and I'm going to have to try to find the person that did this cruel thing. As the flowering season is now over, my garden is so bare, and I think I'll put an advertisement in the local paper because I'm very, very, very upset about this. And I don't know what they'll be stealing. They'll be breaking in next and stealing me, which is not on.
Last night, police confirmed they are investigating the theft and they are appealing for anyone who has been approached in recent days with an offer to buy garden ornaments. To get in touch with them, the number's on screen now. And finally, a local voluntary group who have helped toads safely cross the road has received an award from the International Fund for Animal Welfare. Craig Russell reports.
You may think crossing the road here in Paisley is difficult at the best of times, but the next time you're out, spare a thought for a very different pedestrian.
Over the past 12 years, Paisley's toad population has suffered a dramatic decline. Since 1998, the population has dropped 75%.
Pretty soon, Paisley could be toadless. That is, if it wasn't for the intervention of local environmentalist Alex Lowry.
I started the patrol in 2006 after reading this article in the newspaper about the decline in the frog population. We patrol the park for toads, and then we take them across the road and safely release them into the river.
The patrol operates every night for up to 6 weeks during the spring, securing the safety of migrating toads from Russel Hill Park to their breeding ground in the nearby River Cart.
These toads play a vital part in the ecosystem. This is why their preservation is so important. I'm very proud of all the people in Paisley that have helped get the road closed.
The efforts of the patrol were recognised by the International Fund of Animal Welfare.
We're absolutely thrilled to receive this award. It just shows how much time and effort all of the volunteers have put in.
The patrol currently has 4 core members who commit themselves throughout the year and an additional 6 volunteers during the mating season. However, they are always looking for new recruits, and if you're interested, Alex has this to say.
It's a really fun environment, and of course the work is really fulfilling, so we're always happy to take on new volunteers.
So if you fancy leaping to the rescue, just hop on in. Craig Russell, Paisley News.
Thank you, Craig, for that riveting report. That is all from me. Please join our news team at 6 o'clock for our evening news. Good afternoon.